Welcome to the Recipe for Results. This is your podcast extra for certification in the hotel, restaurant, and bar industry. Brought to you by HRB Universal.
Imagine a busy restaurant kitchen on a Friday night. It's loud, it's chaotic, tickets are printing nonstop.
8 plates are just flying out the door.
Right. It looks like barely controlled mayhem. But underneath all that noise is this invisible, incredibly strict set of rules keeping every single bite you eat completely safe.
It has to be strict, because the moment that invisible system breaks down, people get seriously sick.
Yeah, exactly. And to understand how that safety system actually gets built, we're looking at the training that makes it possible. So specifically, we're zeroing in on a ServSafe Food Protection Manager course. This one is happening in Panama City Beach, Florida in September of 2026. And the goal here is to really uncover the rigorous machinery that ensures restaurant food safety. So, okay, let's unpack this, because looking at the syllabus, this isn't just a basic orientation where you watch a fuzzy VHS tape in a break room.
No, definitely.
This is a full-blown culinary boot camp. We're talking $179 for the full course, or $129 if you just take the exam. And they hold it at a Hampton Inn.
Right.
And the schedule is insanely tight. It's a fast-paced 4-hour lecture starting right at 8:45 a.m. and then, boom, a 2-hour exam at 2:00 p.m. Plus, you have to do self-study before you even arrive.
Yeah, and the reason it's so intense is because the regulatory stakes are just incredibly high.
Okay.
So the FDA Food Code, specifically Section 2102.12, it mandates something massive. It legally requires that a certified food protection manager, what they call a person in charge, must be on the premises at all times.
Wait, at all times?
Yes, at all times when food is being prepped and served. It's a huge regulatory burden, which is why they need this highly streamlined training pipeline.
But what does that actually look like in practice? Like, is this person just standing around with a clipboard, staring at the line, cooks all night?
No, not at all. They're usually working the line or managing the floor alongside everyone else, but they are the ultimate backstop.
Oh, I see.
They're trained to see the invisible risks. So, for example, if a delivery of raw chicken arrives, they aren't just, tossing it in the nearest fridge.
Right.
They are verifying the exact temperature it arrived at and ensuring it's stored on the absolute bottom shelf.
So raw juices can never drip onto the salad greens below.
Exactly. That one rule alone prevents massive cross-contamination outbreaks.
Wow. Okay, that makes sense. But here's where I get stuck.
Okay.
The restaurant industry is notoriously high turnover, right?
Yeah.
And insane hours. So how do you funnel a constantly shifting workforce through this massive regulatory bottleneck?
That is the big challenge.
Right, because the event we're looking at is a fast-paced 4-hour lecture followed immediately by an exam. Does cramming for an afternoon actually change how that chaotic kitchen operates on a Friday night? Or is it just, teaching to the test so the restaurant doesn't get shut down?
Well, what's fascinating here is how the curriculum answers that exact problem. Because the National Restaurant Association didn't just copy-paste the FDA code into a textbook.
Because nobody would read that.
Right, nobody would read it. So they translated it into actual real-world tasks to build reflex rather than just rote memorization.
Oh, okay.
So instead of just memorizing exact bacterial growth rates, managers learn the reflex of the temperature danger zone.
Like how to cool things down fast.
Yeah, exactly. They learn how to rapidly cool a massive 50-gallon vat of soup using specialized ice wands. So the center of the pot doesn't become this, bacterial breeding ground overnight.
Oh, wow. Ice wands.
Yeah. It's about instilling a culture of safety that trickles down to every single prep cook and dishwasher.
But to build that culture, you have to get people to understand the material first. And the kitchen workforce is incredibly diverse. You have people working 3 jobs, folks who don't speak English as their first language. If the training is a dense, highly technical English textbook, that culture of safety never really takes root, right?
Yeah.
Because the workforce just can't access it.
Which is exactly why the delivery system has had to completely modernize. Take the HRB Universal group running this Panama City session.
Yeah.
They provide a mobile app.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so attendees can do their mandatory self-study during their commute or between shifts.
That's super smart. And I saw when they actually get to the exam, it's all electronic now. They even hand out Amazon Fire tablets for people who don't have their own device.
Right, and more importantly, the exam is offered in multiple languages.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, including Spanish, Chinese, and French Canadian. Because if a manager understands the complex science of cross-contamination perfectly in Spanish.
It makes no sense to fail them on a technical English exam.
Exactly. Technology is being used to strip away the barriers that used to keep that safety culture from taking hold.
Wow. So, I mean, what does this all mean for us? I think it means the next time you're sitting at a table waiting for your meal, just remember that there is a person in charge behind those swinging doors.
Yeah, someone who sweat through self-study, a 4-hour intensive, and a rigorous 2-hour exam on a tablet just to make sure your food is safe.
It really is a huge, often unrecognized responsibility.
It is, and honestly, it raises a really interesting question for the future.
Oh?
Yeah. As kitchens become increasingly automated, relying on advanced tech, AI, and even robotics to prepare our food.
Right.
How will this role evolve? Will the food protection managers of tomorrow spend less time checking the temperature of a fridge and more time auditing software code and recalibrating robots to ensure they don't cross-contaminate?
Oh, man, auditing a robot chef. That is wild.
It's definitely something to ponder the next time you dine out.